The producer's introduction was sudden, not giving Qiao and Hao any time to prepare, but she still stood up gracefully. Nodding towards the table of people, she spoke in a clear voice, "Nice to meet you, I am Qiao and Hao. I hope we have a pleasant time working together, thank you." When she finished her introduction, producer Sun applauded. Song Xiangsai, who had been eating in silence the whole time, looked up at Qiao and Hao when she introduced herself. She observed and studied the newcomer, her eyes filling with doubt. Once the applause stopped, producer Sun seemed to want to get closer to Lu Jinyan. He said, "Mr. Lu, Qiao and Hao is your partner in the show." Lu Jinyan lifted his eyes, glancing in Qiao and Hao's direction. Her palms started to sweat as she desperately tried to stay calm. No one around the table was aware of their relationship and treated them as two strangers. Hence, producer Sun turned towards Qiao and Hao. "And Hao, stop being silly, hurry and greet Mr. Lu. Try to familiarize yourself with him, it'll be useful." Producer Sun's words ignited yet another wave of nerves. Qiao and Hao braced herself as she stood up, lifting the glass in front of her. Using a formal tone, she said, "Mr. Lu, nice to meet you, I hope we'll have a good time working together." Lu Jinyan remained seated, indifferent. Looking down, he stared at his wine glass. Qiao and Hao exerted more strength than with the hand holding the wine glass. She had always known that he didn't like her and had tried her best to act as strangers whenever they were in public, but now that she was forced to greet him publicly, he wasn't even going to acknowledge her. After a long time, Lu Jinyan blinked. Without even looking at Qiao and Hao, he lifted his glass, finishing the wine inside. Qiao and Hao heaved a sigh of relief. Lifting up her wine glass hurriedly, she downed the contents and retreated to her seat. But before she could get seated properly, she heard a sharp voice ringing, "Qiao and Hao must have really good luck to be able to work with Lu Jinyan as a newbie." Lin Shay was the one who spoke. Even though her words seemed harmless, if someone was to dissect them, they would know that she was focusing on newbie and not her luck. As a newcomer, she was able to work with Lu Jinyan, and had even managed to snatch a role from Lin Shay, who had been in the industry for such a long time. It definitely wasn't luck. In an instant, everyone started suspecting the means Qiao and Hao had used to get her role.